Hi everyone, Alex here of The Mad Cartographer, and welcome to What a Mad Week. Bit of an update for the end of the month, where we have pretty much wrapped up our Modular Caverns theme for March. This month we have been making a ton of modular tiles for building your own cavern maps. I believe we have about 310 tiles, including variations. So we've made a hell of a lot of content this month. There's a few pre-made maps that we've thrown in there for people that don't have access to the tiles. But otherwise, yeah, if you want a cavern map, then I think we've got you covered now. So everything that we're going to show you now is showcased in Foundry VTT, but these tiles can be printed out. We've done the printed versions. If you want to print them out and use them at home, we have normal PNGs for using them in various other VTTs. But what we're about to show you is the Foundry VTT versions, which is them imported into a Foundry module and then using Token Attacher. They also come with all the walls and lighting, and where it makes sense, sounds, which is generally only where there's lava. That's kind of, I think that's the only place we've really used them for this theme. But just to give you a little bit of a demonstration, we've just got a blank scene at the moment. If you wanted to, let's just say, throw down a 4-way, let's go for one of the bigger ones. We've got... That seems fairly big, 9x8. Okay, let's go for a 9x8. So you just throw down the tile, and you can see here that it's got this little cog here icon, which is invisible to the players. It's just the DM that can see it. And then you select it, hold Shift, and then mouse wheel, and you'll rotate it in 45-degree angles. You only want to be working on 90 degrees because that's how it's going to connect. And that's kind of what you've got. And then each tile is listed, so this is a 4-way, and it will be listed in the description in between these brackets. It will have a 1, 2, 3, and a 4. It shows you how many squares you've got to these connections. So we've tried to make it a little bit easier to kind of connect things together. And so a 4-way means that it's got 4 different entrances and exits. A turn means that it starts on one side and then finishes on another side. A straight means it finishes on the opposite side, and a 3-way means that there's 3 entrances and exits, and then an end means that it is literally there's no exit from that room. So we've tried to make it as easy as possible. It's easy for us because we've made it. It's not necessarily the most simple for other people sometimes, but I'll try and demonstrate it now. So if we've placed down this tile and we've got a 3 tile here, we could go into end. If we wanted to finish off this room here, then we would go into here. You'd look for a 3 in the brackets, and it's going to be at the bottom because they're alphanumeric. And so we could just go with, hey, let's go with 3, this rainbow crazy thing here. Ooh, this is a big tile. Not that one. Not that we want. Where's the tile finish? There we go. So it's there. Control. You can move it up and down, and there you go. So it connects directly into that room, and there you go. You got this big old thing. And like I said, with Foundry VTT, the walls will be connected, so it kind of like sits perfectly without kind of creating any vision gaps. In theory, if there's any tiles that you noticed where we've effed up on, let us know, because it's a lot of work doing all this. We've done 310 tiles, and by we I mean me. Steffen has made the vast majority of the digital. He's drawn them. I've been throwing them into Foundry, and it's been awful. It's been an absolute nightmare. I'm so sick and tired of it. Don't expect me to do another modular set for a little while. But if there are any errors, if there's any areas that we've done gaps in walls, let us know, because then we'll just fix it and push through an update on Foundry, and then it'll be all fixed. So yeah, so there you go. So you've got an end that would finish on that area. You could then go from this. Let's go out of well. Let's go for straight maybe. So we want a 1. It's kind of at least a 1. Let's just go. There you go. This is a 1, 2. And we can select that. You can move it around. Like I said, move it up and down with. There's collision with when you move with the arrow keys, because this is a token. If you're trying to move it upwards, because there is a wall there, it won't let you move into the wall. So you can't move up. You can move down, but then you can't move back up. So you end up having to kind of like drag and drop and move it around. And again, it connects these walls up seamlessly, which is pretty awesome. And so with this last batch, we've just look how many items we've got. What have we got here? So we've got, let's open the bottom one first. So why is that not open? There we go. So you go, just having a scroll through of all the tiles and variants that we've made for this theme. There is an absolute ton, just for making your own caverns. And this theme we will keep adding to. That is the intention for it, in various themes. To what degree, I don't know. But yeah, so far we've made a pretty concise module. And like I said, they're available to they're available outside of Foundry, and they just come pre-walled in. In Foundry, in particular, we have made some pre-made maps which are available to other tiers. Some of the tiers don't have access to all of the assets, all of the modular tiles. So we are making maps as well, so you don't feel like, hey, Alex, I signed up this month for maps and you've not given me any maps. We're giving you some maps as well as some tiles. Leave me alone. It's difficult. It's taking ages. But yeah, there's cool stuff as well. So you've got stuff, and don't want anybody to feel left out. But for the rest of you, generally, you just got a bunch of tiles for making maps. You got infinite maps now. So we've made a demo scene. We've got a little demo scene in Foundry here that this is basically made. So looking at it, it looks like just a pre-made map, but it is actually made up of different tiles. And if you're on the Actors tab in Foundry, Control and A, you'll see where the different actors tokens are, so you can kind of move them around, see how we've done stuff. Yeah, and then I'll just throw a character in there. You can have a little walk around. Actually, well, because I've viewed that now, let's reset it for him. There you go. So we can only see. So the player won't be able to see these. They're only visible to the DM. If there are any that are visible to the players, there might be one or two that have slipped through, because it is such an ongoing, arduous process to make each and every one of these tokens. One or two might have got through. I don't know. Again, let us know. But in general, players shouldn't be able to see them. But yeah, you can create these whole cool massive maps for your players. And honestly, it is so quick to make something like this. Even if you've not got an idea in your head of what you want it to be, just starting to throw tiles down, you will always be able to make a very unique cave system. And then with our whole assets that we're going to be becoming available from next month, you can decorate these in a million different ways. Like right now we've got water, lava, abyss / pit, and barricade variants, with and without props. So we've given you quite a different selection, but with our own assets you'll be able to decorate these to do whatever you want to do with them, really. In terms of other maps, we've got a pre-made fortified camp. Again, these are these barricade assets that we've got. We've got an uphill siege, and that comes in an abyss, lava and water version, but it is essentially just this big, long map that your players need to fight through, which I think will be pretty cool. Coming up against a cannon as they come through this area, or if they decide to go the other route, they have to fight a lot of spiders or something like that. I think it will be pretty badass. And then we've got 5 trials. We've got a blank version, abyss, lava, water. So this is the lava version, and essentially what this pre-made map is there's a bunch of levers. So your player would come in here, players, open the lever, which would open the door, and then they go, okay, so we need to find the levers, and they've got to find them in each area to work their way towards the center, and it's up to you what they are fighting along the way. So we've made a couple of pre-made different unique maps, but each of these areas and these little sections have all been made into individual tiles as well. So yeah, you can kind of take segments of it, throw them into your own little map, and yeah, you've just got a lot of pretty awesome content. And like I said, we will keep adding to this theme. I don't know how we're gonna go about it, but we wanna make sure that this is one of the ongoing ones. I think the towns and cities, which has got the pre-made buildings, and then when we release it, which will be in a couple of months, we'll do a modular dungeons as well. So we've got caverns here. We'll do dungeons, which has got all bricks for building up your own dungeons, and we'll do something very similar with that, with a variety of different rooms and things. And yeah, I think those are going to be our core ones that we keep trying to update, adding in new tiles, and obviously with the assets that we're doing, we'll keep adding them in separate every month anyway. So yeah, busy month. It's been fun. It's been hard work, but hopefully this has been a bit different from what we normally do. Not just a ton of maps. Hopefully, the difference has been appreciated, and yeah, I hope you folks can make a ton of cool maps yourselves with it. So let us know what you think. Leave a message down below, whether you're watching on YouTube, whether you're watching on our Patreon. Let us know what you think about it. Let us know in the Discord, wherever you generally hang out. But yeah, thank you guys and gals for watching, and as ever, keep rolling those 20s, folks. Peace.